Well, the stage is set here for a brilliant contest. Scotland taking on Tonga. Back with another international fixture here on SRL 1.0. It's been such an amazing competition, this one. Some players that we haven't seen much of in the SRL coming through onto the international stage, and some very well-known faces shining as well. It's been an amazing contest. Tonga, probably their last game. Well, we're looking at the ladder at the moment. Eddie Oliver, as always, here to the SRL, joined by Ryan Wilmot up in the box with me here this evening.
Thanks, Eddie. Great to be here tonight again for another great round of international footy to wrap up the first iteration of the SRL.
Absolutely. Domstrom and Ollie in the halves. And I personally haven't watched much of both of these teams, so we're going to be learning on the go to see how they conduct themselves out there on the field tonight. And I'm going to be very interested to see how the spine works for both sides. And players in positions that we don't usually see. Dolan there, number 7, and then we got a good one winding up off the back fence. A solid forward pack here for Scotland. Going to send it down this left-hand side early. Going for the switch early out to Hogan. And brought down on that 30-metre line. Strong defence from Tonga early. They're going to switch back to the right now. And the short ball here from Curtin. Finding Richards into open space. Playing in that number 13 role. We saw a little bit of it at the Knights, but as he regressed out of the SRL and came back, he sort of found himself back at home in the props in that second row spot. Now it's going to be Ethan Goodwin now, just brought down on 40-metre line, 10 metres over the halfway here for Scotland. A good first set. It's 4th. They're going to play back on the inside here for Justin Richards once more. And that's 51 gained here for them. Just 30 out here of the Tongan line. And the punt downfield here from Dolan into that corner. Trying to pin them in early here. And here comes the kick chase, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. Cummins goes around one, but Goodwin comes out with the strong cover tackle. And a very comprehensive set here from Scotland early here. Ryan just getting them into that corner. But Lachlan Lockyer playing at second row is just going to wind up straight through the middle, up over the halfway. Only second tackle now. Just 5 metres over it is. They're going to come right, and then they're going to play it underneath here to Sione Mataus, who loves that lock roll. He goes around Goodwin. He pins it for under the sticks. And what a brilliant try from Tonga. Just roaring through the middle earlier, the Scotland defence. They couldn't hold them for anything.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there for Scotland. After a good set and the good kick to the corner to try and keep Tonga down, they've just found multiple line breaks and straight through up the middle with Mataus. Beautiful try.
Nearly knocked over the referee there at Will K as well. They were neck and neck for 1 second. But the all-reliable stayed out of the way for a brilliant try, and there's a beautiful ball underneath too, realising that the markers were offside of the Scotland defence and they were retreating. And it just absolutely took advantage of it, burning through, and he's got brilliant pace in the backfield. Mataus scores first, 6 points to 0, Tonga lead, and they're definitely coming here, Ryan, with a lot of energy and you know, coming to the realisation this might be the last time that they're out there on the field together.
Yeah, they're definitely taking full advantage of it, even though they may not be here soon after this game. They're definitely making the most of it.
But the ladder is very tight, and there are some teams at the moment who we can't really get a gauge on. Plays there at fullback as well, off to Lonnie Lawrence. On the 25, a strong return there from the prop forward, and now they'll go off to Callum Murray, playing in that 12 second row position here this evening, down the short side. The ball out the back from Stremend and Ollie, finding Kaiafoa. Kaiafoa breaks one, breaks the second, can't break the third away from Ethan Goodwin, though the last line of defence holding him down. But a strong run there from the outside back now. Over the halfway they go, back to Lonnie Lawrence, bumping through the middle. Tonga, they've got a lot of energy and they're using it well. Just inside of that 30 mark now. It's 4th tackle. 5 minutes gone the first half. They come right. They're going to find Justin Plays. Plays can't get around the defensive line. 66 metres gained here for them. 20 out here of the Scotland line. Tonga, they're going to send it back left. The switch play for the bomb from Hellier into the corner. It's very well placed. There's nobody underneath it for Scotland. They let it bounce. Richards gets it. They're not pressing on him, Tonga, and he gets back into the field to play. And now, oh, hang on. My apologies, we zoned out. And there's a turnover. Hellier gets absolutely whacked, and Tonga now are on the offensive. They're going to spread it early here. They're getting adventurous. They go to Cummins. He gets taken down towards the touchline, but he fights to stay in the field of play. It's 3rd tackle. They're going to come back left, and the short ball here from Matthews. Off to Samuel Lillard. He'll be brought down on the 10. Right hand the upright. It's 4th tackle. And now they set up down this left-hand side. Plays goes that way. The halves link. It goes out to Stromandinoli. And he's going to get there, Dom Stromandinoli. He fought for every metre. He gave it all he had. And I just realised that these halves pairing best of friends, and they find themselves on the international stage potentially for one last game together. What a way to go out. But Dom Stromandinoli, that's a brilliant try there, Ryan.
Yeah, huge effort by Dom there, just to fight for every inch, every metre. Didn't look a certainty to score, but just needs to touch a blade of grass, and he's done that there.
There was only inches in it, and he just got enough to find the chocolates, and he tried and convert his own try here too, Dom. And the right to left swing. He might take it out too wide here, which he does. It just shaves the outside of the right-hand upright. 10 points to 0. Scotland down early here, Ryan. They turn the ball over in crucial field position. The Tongan side take advantage of that.
Yeah, again.
Is it just the basics that they've got to focus on to get back into this game?
I think Scotland just need to go back to their first set of the game where they'll straight through, dominant up the middle, kick to the corner, and just keep going with the fundamentals, and I think they'll find themselves back in this one.
They've got the forward power to meet it through the middle. You got Brad Goodwin there, one of the best. But the set there from Tonga to get down on that own end, it was a brilliant kick from Hellier, but it was Lonnie Lawrence and KFL with those line breaks to get them down there. Here's Samuel Lillard now talking about line breaks. This is another beautiful one. He gets around Goodwin. He's going to keep pacing downfield, and he offloads back to Mataus, who gets a beautiful post-contact meters upfield. Marker offside. They're going to go down this left-hand side now back to Callum Murray. Tonga just on the offensive. They're going to line up down the short side, and the big prop forward, Lonnie Lawrence, is calling for it. They go off to Lee Simon. He stands flat-footed. He goes for a run. He gets taken into touch. Scotland desperation defence. Hold out the Tongan offensive.
What was Lee Simon thinking? Just too close to the touchline there, and just easy pickings for Scotland.
And the best defensive set there from them, and the beautiful covering tackle as well. Lee trying to put on the afterburners, but he didn't have the pace to get away from the Scottish outside backs. Now they've got to do some yardage work here, Scotland. They go out here to Harrison. He'll be brought down 15 out from his own line. Second tackle. They're going to send it left here now, and it will be Kane Nelson. Just up short of that 20-metre line, third tackle. Same way they go once again. And Brad Goodwin, that's a strong carry, but look who's there to make a brilliant tackle. Lining up well. Strong stuff by the Tongan defence. They go right. They've got Goodwin back on the inside. They're going to use him. He gets some good meters, but he's unable to break away from Justin Players, who got on his bike very quickly to bring him down. On the halfway mark, the wingers are back for Tonga. Lewis puts in a punt downfield. It's a very well-weighted kick inside that 10-metre zone, but Cummins looked dangerous with his first kick return, but they stand up well on this occasion. First tackle, 15 out of their own line, Tonga. They're going to go left. The long ball out to Samuel Lillard, and he just puts on the afterburners. He offloads it back in out to Stromandinoli, and he's been doing those well. Good. He's been doing those well so far in this game, but plays the set up on the right. And they read it to perfection. A brilliant tackle there on the number one. They'll come back left now. This time they'll go to Lonnie Lawrence, but he gets well read this time. A strong tackle made there by the defensive line of Scotland, but they're going to go back here to Plays once again, but they've got him wrapped up beautifully here. He's not going anywhere, Justin Plays. They're holding him accountable, and he's going to have to work a bit harder for his meters here this evening by the looks of that. Brad Goodwin now, beautiful run. Here he goes, and it's Beck Goodwin, my apologies. He'll be brought down short of the halfway mark. A good kick return here, Ryan. Surely they can use this as some momentum.
Well, second tackle right on halfway. Definitely got some good field position here. Hopefully we can get an attacking kick from them here and put some points on the board.
Oh, here we go. McKinnon's through. Can't turn Plays inside out. Markers, Players offside, and a beautiful short ball off to Lachlan McKinnon. Now they're on the front foot. It's third tackle in the red zone. They're going to come left. The short ball off to Brad Goodwin now. They're just going to try and settle it. It's fourth. They'll bring it back towards the centre of the park, and Lewis plays it off here to Dustin Richards, who settles him in front of the uprights. It's fifth now. 14 minutes gone. They'd love a try here, and it's going to be a Carl Lewis bomb. Punt into the corner. Goes up high. The chasers are coming. Ben Cummins is too good, but some brilliant at the depth defence there, trying to hold Tonga in their own end here. Scotland, they've got a lot of defence to do, but it will come dividends. Look at that shot there on Lachlan Lockyer. Now they come back left. It's going to be Lillard, a good bump off. Lillard's playing the game of his life. I have not seen this from him since his Raiders days. He's winding back the clock. Absolutely. Murray now. Just short of that 30-meter mark. It's fourth tackle. What an opening stit there from Samuel Lillard. It's got 5 more minutes too. And there's Hiatus now. Brought down just short of the 40-meter mark. It's fifth tackle here for them. And they're going to need every piece of Dom Stremerdinoli's boot here. And he doesn't get the best of strikes on it. Goodwin's going to come back and make him pay. Goodwin up against plays, but they collide heads 30 out from Tongan's line. They come back right and a flat-footed Dolan. And Dolan's going to be brought down there just on the 25-meter mark. They're set up down the left here now, Scotland. Blair Curtin will send it that way. Dustin Richards, a strong carry, being brought down there just by the ankles. And now they're going to come back right. Curtin elects to go. Now will be Dolan once again. Sticking towards the middle of the park at the moment. I'd be expecting a shift here shortly. They go to Harrison, but they're up quick there, the Tonga defensive line. The referee calling them onside. They'll put it into the pocket now on this left-hand side. Dolan, grab a kick. Here come the chasers, and look who's there. It's the man we've been talking about, Samuel Lillard. The Tongan side hold on, but Ryan, the Scotland side, they're able to apply some pressure now with a repeat set.
Yeah, they're looking a lot better, Scotland, after a good defensive set. Got the ball on the halfway mark, made it to the 40. Hopefully they can repeat what they've just done there.
And there's Bruce Buckley there, winding up, 35 out. They're going to need to throw something more at attack here. Maybe Brad Goodwin's got the answer. The all-Hail Mary ball inside to Dolan. Tonga weren't ready for it. And Scotland are going to come back with the first try of the game.
Great piece of play there by Scotland. Cut out pass straight through to Dolan. Through the gap, Tonga just switched off for too long. Great try there by Scotland.
Yeah, Tonga just stopped moving on that one. They thought that Goodwin was wrapped up, but yeah, he had some peripheral vision going stuff there. Absolutely just threw the haymaker at it and landed in the breadbasket of Justin Dolan, who took advantage of it. Carl Lewis to make it a 4-point game. If she does convert, it makes it 4 points the difference. Coming up to 18.5 gone here in this first half. Ryan, this is what Scotland needed.
Yep, 100% Eddie. I think that would definitely give Scotland the confidence to come back and possibly take the lead in this game. I think Tonga just need to switch on a bit more. Don't rely on the one man to make the tackle. Watch for the offload. But we've definitely got a game here.
Oh, absolutely. Dom Stremerdinoli to get us back underway. They had such a good start, Tonga. Red hot crack, and then they just got put under some pressure on their own goal line. They defended valiantly, but it just wasn't enough at the end of the day. Scotland, too much pressure built. Bruce Buckley now, they got a second win now here. And the Scottish are up to the 40-meter line, and it's only second tackle too. 10 short of the halfway. They're going to send it back down this right-hand side towards the centre of the park. Lewis plays it off short here to Kane Nielsen, who finds the backfield. Plays was too slow to get back there, and he does the Superman dive into no man's land. And it is third tackle. They're going to come back towards the centre of the park here. 30 out from the Tongan line. A bit of miscommunication. The referee calls play on, though. That's absolutely ridiculous. They're outside of the 20 now. It's fourth tackle. They come left, sticking to the middle. They go with Richards. They're 10 metres out. Let's see what the kicking game is like here of the Scottish halves. They're going to put it into the pocket here. Dolan, the bomb in the air. Beautifully well placed. Chase is coming from both sides. Gets taken, though, by Lee Simon. A courageous take from the winger. He's definitely outsized there, but he did well to climb high there, Ryan.
Yeah, unlucky kick chase there. Not enough Scottish players trying to go for the ball. They've just sort of let the Tongan players go all for every ball pretty much. Need a better end to set, and I think they would have got more points.
And there's Hiatus now winding up just onto the halfway mark. Second tackle. They come right-hand side. Short ball off here to Lachlan Lockyer, who had a strong line break earlier. Now they're flat down the short side. Drew Matthews goes that way. Forward pass, and that's going to be brought back here for a Scottish play the ball. Short ball. And Carrigan there now, just on the halfway mark. It will be first tackle. And they're set up here very wide. The Scottish side going for the switch play. Goodwin back on the inside. Gets intercepted by Matthews. And Ryan Willman, he's just made up for that forward pass there instantaneously.
Yep, good recovery there by the Tongan team there. I was about to say Tonga look rattled here, but they've just answered that question with a "we are certainly not."
And he got it right this time, Matthews. Simon down the short side. He does one better this time. He stays in the field of play, and he ran onto the ball too with momentum. It's third tackle. They come right. The long ball out the back from Shmendinoli to Max Toapoki. And now they'll be brought down just outside of that 20-metre mark. They'll go left here, and it's Shmendinoli off here to Callum Murray. And Murray brought down there just 11 out here from the Scottish line. It's fifth tackle, 23.5 gone. They'll put it into the pocket. Stremendinoli, the bomb in the air. Chase is coming, but Tonga just give up on it. Goodwin gets levelled for his troubles, but he stays well in the field of play. And they hold on here, Scotland. Carrigan, they're a strong carry now. They've got to work their way out of trouble. They're set out to this left-hand side, and they're going to look for McKinnon. Richards delivers a beautiful short ball, but they're up in the face of him. Read it well, the Tongan defence. It's third here now, 25 minutes gone. Carrigan there. Matthews up in the face of him. This is some brilliant defence. Fourth tackle, and they're held to their 20. They come back left now. McKinnon trying to find a line break. He gets an offload to Richards, but they've only got a total of 17 metres there in that whole set, still inside their own half. A big kick needed here from Kyle Lewis. And he doesn't deliver. Plays might make him pay, though. Justin plays. I think he gets him back to where the set ended with the play of the ball, so very well done. They got Daniel Hellier now running. Just short of that 20-metre line. Now they'll come left. A long ball picked up by McKinnon, and they hold on. A very adventurous pass there.
Very adventurous.
Just up over that 30-metre mark, it will be second tackle. They're going to come run. Here we are. Blair Curtin, beautiful scoot out of dummy half, just flattening a Tongan opposition player there onto the ground. He gets him up over the halfway. A strong carry out of trouble. They needed that from Blair. Fourth here, they're set out deep to the right. They're going to find Goodwin. Goodwin now for a beautiful run. He can't get around the opposition, though. He's looking very dangerous there with the ball in hand. Now they'll come back left. It's the kick here from Curtin. Downfield, he's had his hands all over that set. Got them out of trouble. Puts in a good kick too. But Cummins is going to take advantage. Goodwin's not inside. But here comes the chase on the inside. A beautiful tackle made. Had to be done, and he stepped up to the plate. Hellier now trying to run like he's an outside back, but he's brought down over the halfway mark. A strong carry from the number 7. 3 to bring him down the tackle. But here comes Justin Plays. Plays now. He offloads back to Callum Irwin. This is a strong forward bench here for the Tongan side. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Ball out the back to Plays. Trying to combine. He breaks one. He offloads back to Mataus. He'll be brought down on the 20. It's fourth tackle. A bit more room to work with here for the Tongan side. Let's see if they can get it right. And Lachlan Lockyer just takes the settle in front of the sticks. Going to try and find a good kick here by the looks of it here, Tonga. I'll put it into the pocket. It's going to be the bomb from Stremendinoli. Very well placed, but just a bit too deep here. But Goodwin gets levelled once again. And they're putting on the pressure with the kicks here, trying to back their defence. Richards now just brought down. Well, last time Tonga held them to their own 30, so let's see if they can replicate that here. McKinnon. They're finding their front so far here, Scotland. It's third tackle. They'll come right, and the short ball underneath here to Carrigan, and he's not going to go anywhere. Callum Irwin and Matthews drive him back into the turf. Fourth now, McKinnon. Well handled. They got an extra about 5 metres there on that play. On this set compared to the previous one. They'll put it into the pocket, the punt downfield from Lewis. It's a terrible kick. It's a shocker of a ball, and Plays just absolutely swoops on it. And they've got prime opportunity here, the Tongan side, to try and find some points. Callum Irwin, a strong run. Just short of that 20-metre line. It's second tackle. Out to the left. The short ball from Hellier. Gets whacked, Mataus. Picked up by Kane Nilsson. Some very strong defence there from the Scottish side, and they read that one well there, Ryan.
Yep, done well there. But just the last couple sets from Scotland, the fifth tackle kicks have just been poor. Like, I think the last one maybe went 15 and the set before maybe 10. I think they just need to get someone with a big boot just to boot it out of their own end to stop piling the pressure on themselves.
Now they'll come back left, and it will be Lachlan McKinnon, strong carry. Just up to that 45 metres out from the Tongan line. Big kick here needed from Lewis. He doesn't really deliver, though. And Ben Cummins there, not able to find the backfield this time, but Ryan just mentioned it. The kicking game's been absolutely horrific. Drew Matthews now with the ball in hand, trying to get his running game going. They'll come left, Cummins. Short ball now off to Callum Earl, and that's a beautiful run. And he holds on to it too, just absolutely driving Ethan Goodwin backwards. Third here now. They'll come left. They're going to link up with plays. There's no fullback at home, but they hold him well up in the field, not letting him get into the backfield. There's no fullback at home too. Mr. Mandinoli just holding on to the ball there. This attack looking very disjointed for the Tongan defence, coming into the back end of this first half. Now will be the punt downfield from Lee Simon, this time stepping up. And there's Beck Goodwin going to be brought down just on the 10-metre line. Well, if they can hold them short into their own half here, Tonga, they might find a try coming into half-time, though. Just inside of the 20 now. They're going to come left. Richard, short ball to Tuxie Og. Og brought down there just on that 25-metre line. It is third tackle. They'll come left now. Short ball, McKinnon, well handled. Fourth it is. They're not going to go for the early kick. They might try and find Goodwin, though, at the back. Yes, they do. Ethan Goodwin, strong run, but he'll be brought down on the 45, and they need a big kick here. Otherwise, Tonga might make him pay for it. Dolan delivers probably one of the best kicks of the game. And here comes Lee Simon, though. Simon looking dangerous. Oh, he tried turning Goodwin inside out, but he did well, the fullback, to hold his composure and make his tackle. And I brought down up on the halfway mark there now. It is second here for the Tongan side. Long ball out the back here now to Lee Simon. Just on the 40, it's third. They come right. It's going to be Stremendinoli. Short ball to Callum Murray. Trying to put him in through a gap, but he wasn't able to on this occasion. Fourth now. They go right. Tonga playing it out the back. Short ball from Hellier. Off here now to Callum Irwin, who finds the backfield. You could have called an obstruction. Offloads back to Lockyer, but they're in a position here to put in a good attacking kick now here, the Tongan side. Scotland, they're going to be wanting to hold on. They go off here to Hellier, puts the bomb up in the air, but nobody's contesting it for Tonga. It just gets taken by Beck Goodwin, and that's just a waste of a kick there from Tonga, Ryan.
Yeah, they definitely had an option to go for a bit of a deeper kick to try and put some more points on the board just before half-time, but just, again, Tonga switched off.
Tuxiog there, getting one of very few carries that he's had so far in this stint. He'll be going off now too. Inside to Richards, a good fend on Matthews. The offload back now to Ethan Goodwin, but the fullback wasn't able to find any space. Now they'll come left. It's going to be Brad Goodwin, fresh onto the field. He's going to finish off the set here for them. And a minute and a half to go till half-time. They're going to send into the pocket here. Curtin will deliver it off to Dolan for the kick downfield. Watch out for Lee Simon. He looked dangerous with his previous kick return. And he gets well handled here on this occasion, just inside of that 30-metre mark. 1 minute to go. Stremendinoli, short ball to Plays. Plays offloading. The long ball back to Stremendinoli from Mataus, but he'd be held down here. They're going to send it down the short side, though, potentially for the final play of this half. It goes out to Kai Foa. Well handled. It's third. Simon sends it off right. Short ball from Mataus underneath here to Lonnie Lawrence. And they won't get another play away. They'll bring back half-time. We'll see you very shortly for the second half. A beautiful welcome back here to the second half on SRL TV. Going into the sheds, Scotland with a lot of momentum coming towards the back end of that first half, drawing the scoreline back to 4 points of difference. And Tonga, they've definitely got to have a big look in the mirror coming into the second half, the way that they conducted themselves after so much momentum and so many points scored. Eddie Oliver, as always, as Scotland get us back underway, joined by Ryan Wilmot. Your thoughts on that first half? Lawrence straight off the kickoff.
Well, a mostly dominant half from Tonga. Obviously, we had sparks of brilliance from Scotland as well, as Palangi makes a break here.
They're turning on the Jets early here. I think I just questioned them, and I might regret it because they're looking very good. Stremendinoli holds on to the ball, had a player on the inside. Beautiful runs from Lawrence and Palangi. Now they're just on the 30. Anthony Boom and off to Hellier. Wonder if he can bring the boom tonight. It's fourth tackle. They go left. That's a forward pass, surely, but the ref leaves it. That looks like a crazy ball from dummy half, but It doesn't get called. Hellyeah's in the pocket here. He's going to put in the grubber, but it gets called a knock on. That's a perfect kick from Hellyeah. And they'll be brought down 10 metres out now. Scotland hold on there, Ryan.
Yeah, they've done well there. Definitely a lot better improvement than the first half from them. So hopefully the coaches gave them a bit of a spray at half time. And hopefully they aim up in attack as well.
I hope Hellyeah holds himself accountable for that, because he plays to a high standard. We all know that. And after a beautiful set like that, that kick just ruined it. So, look, hopefully we see better from him. Up on the 45 now. 5 short of the halfway. It's fourth tackle. Scotland. They've done well to get out of their own end. They just want to find a good kick, though. Which is something that they struggled with. Their long-distance kicking in that first half. This one, not as far, but Dolan. Oh, beautiful kick. Putting Lee Simon 5 out of his own line. And Lee Simon brought down up over the 20 now. With the ball in hand, Tonga. They're going to come back right, and it will be Callum Murray with the strong run. Stopped in his tracks there. Short side, flat-footed Lonnie Lawrence. And Plays is lurking up the middle here for a carry. The fullback. Here comes Justin Plays now. Oh, he gets brought down instantaneously. He's looking very tight out there, Justin. They'll go right now. The long ball from Hiatus, linking up with the winger. It's a beautiful pass to Cummins. He's trying to turn them inside out, but Goodwin comes up with a desperation try-saving tackle. But how about the play there inside of their own half? Razzle-dazzle stuff from Tonga. Hiatus now, he's going to punt it. Pinpoint kick to Hogan. And Hogan's going to get brought down by Matthews in the centre of the park. That's some brilliant football there, Ryan Woodman. I wish that they did that more often. Oh, Lawrence whacked.
Tonga's definitely come out with their own bit of spark too after half time, but I feel they're just leeching off the back of their first half performance, so I think we're definitely in for a good second half here.
Short ball now. Oh, beautiful ball. McKinnon just needs to be Plays. He does. This is some brilliant rugby league. And we're seeing some of the best combinations you'll ever see here. They're going out with the bang both sides. Lachlan McKinnon just runs a perfect hole.
Well, we are definitely on for a good half here.
Champagne Rugby League. Oh, mate, that is beautiful. I love that stuff. It was an amazing ball from Carl Lewis, and he's got a beautiful try assist to start off the first half. Well, I think the halves have definitely taken a deep breath coming into the second half, and they're really, really finding their imprint about how they want to play football. What a try.
And first lead for Tonga. Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland, they get their first lead of that half. Wow. Well, Scotland don't want to get ahead of themselves here, because Tonga, they definitely have the ability and the strike power to come back. But I just have a feeling, though, I don't know if you've noticed it, Ryan, but coming into this second half, Justin Plays looking very fatigued early.
Yeah, I did notice that in their last set especially. He didn't seem to have that explosive pace as he normally does, so maybe he has a little niggle of an injury somewhere.
Well, something for us to keep an eye on as the game progresses. It will be second tackle. And they're going to keep it up down the short side off to Lachlan McKinnon, who's already over for 2 tries, I believe. I could be wrong. Probably am wrong. But he's up on the 40-metre line. It's fourth tackle.
Dolan was the first try.
Yeah, Dolan first, so first try. But here comes Plays now for the kick return, trying to find the backfield. And once again, the long-distance kicking game is just not up to scratch. Here comes Lachlan Lockyer trying to make him pay. Brought down just over that 30-metre mark. They'll bring him back down this left-hand side now, and it will be Lonnie Lawrence. We had a strong carry off the back fence. And now there's just inside of the 20. They'll go left. Short ball, Stremendinoli off to Vita Palangi. Will be brought down right hand the upright. It will be fourth tackle. Matthews comes left. Lonnie Lawrence, well handled underneath the ribs. They bring him down. And now we're here, just 5 metres out here now from the Scotland line. Tonga, the bomb in the air from Hellyeah. A much better kick. Here come the chasers, though. It gets taken. Anthony Boom, he brings it. The boom's landed. And he's absolutely just climbed high. And Tonga strike back. Well, I think you're right, Ryan, when you said this is looking to be a brilliant second half, and both teams have just gone shot for shot.
Well, Anthony Boom especially, he's come out of this second half with a massive chip on his shoulder. First 40 minutes, he only had 2 metres ran, and straight away, second half, he's already got his name down for a try, so we've definitely got a good contest on our hands.
Well, Daniel Hellier has just redirected the compass and is kicking, realising that maybe you don't have to go through on the ground. We can put them up in the air, and they've got some athletic outside backs, which just shown off there at their finest. Hell yeah, underneath here to Lonnie Lawrence, and the ball was thrown at his ankles for the big man to pick up on the run. Back down this right-hand side now, though. Hell yeah, he'll play it underneath here for Sione Matus. Just up over the halfway, over the 30-metre line. Short ball back to Tavita Palangi, who gets a good bump off there. 3 to bring down the big prop forward. It will be 3rd. Hell yeah now, running the ball. Going to be driving just 35 out here from Scotland line. No fullback at home. Short ball off to Callum Murray, but he gets well handled outside of the 30. Hell yeah, they're going to step up to punt in the pocket. Lewis sends it that way. The kick downfield. Taken here by Hogan. And Hogan driven back there. Look who's there to drag him into the turf. It's Anthony Boom once again. Now they're going to play it out the back here to Blair Curtin, but he's not going to go anywhere. They wrap up the experienced number 9. Short ball from Dolan off to Dustin Richards, who's looking to play the full 65, I do believe, at lock. Now they'll go right here. It's Dolan trying to find a hole here, but they're holding them to the 30 now. Set up flat to the left-hand side. Curtin delivers a short ball to Bruce Buckley. He'll get a strong carry just up over that 45, 5th tackle. And set in the pocket, it will be Dolan, who hasn't had... I was about to give him a wrap, and he just kicks the ball into the back of his own player. Offside penalty. And another opportunity here for Tonga to go up with back-to-back tries, Ryan.
Yep. Kicking just seems to be Scotland's kryptonite here tonight. Just terrible. And again,
Matt Usyk! Oh! 5 out. I thought he was going to go over for a second. It's first. Now they come left. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Going to be brought onto his back on the in goal. The referee wants to go up and check it.
Give it a try. Referee needs to go to Specsavers.
I think it was Blake Harris. Could be wrong. We'll get another glance, though, potentially in this set. It is second now. They'll go right. Stramandanoli there brought down just on that 5-metre line, roughly. 3rd. Set out to the left. Tavita Palangai offloads it back to Daniel Hellier. Gets driven to the 10. This might come to benefit them, though. They get a bit more space to work with the ball. Madu, short ball back to Palangai again. Brought down. Only 6 metres gained. Not the best of sets here. But let's see if Hellier can make up with it with a good kick. They go down the short side. Hellier grubber. The chase is coming. And Jasper Goodwin, I think he's done the best thing that he's done all game. He only ran 2 metres in that first half, but he saved a certain try.
Nice little kick there from Tonga. Put the pressure back on Scotland. Definitely should probably get some points here.
Here comes Lawrence, surely. Oh, no, they go right to Palangi. Lawrence off the back fence is one of the best sights. You don't see many props do what he does. Short ball now off to Callum Murray. He finds the backfield. Had support on the inside, but he didn't use it. And now they're going to come to the right. Let's see what they can do with Justin Plays. Stramandanoli and Plays link up. Plays not going anywhere. He leaves a player on the ground. Quick play the ball, and he might go for a scoot here, Matthews, but he doesn't. He goes short. Knock on. And Lonnie Lawrence gets in the way there of a play that Tonga were trying to cook up. And Hogan with a brilliant carry. And the early shift here out to Jasper Goodwin. Ryan, they got lucky there, Scotland. Tonga looked to be brewing something.
Yeah, unfortunate for Tonga. They definitely look like they were going to be able to put more points on the board. Scotland definitely with the sigh of relief there, because they definitely look rattled. And again, hopefully we can see a decent kick here at the end of this set, but I wouldn't put anything on it.
Brad Goodwin now, 30 out. And they've got to play it down this right-hand side. The punt into the corner from Eric Irvine. And hell yeah, might go on a touch here. Hang on, watch out. Oh, it is so close. But hell yeah, just stays in the field of play. Now they come right. It's Lonnie Lawrence. Well, he flirted with the touchline there like nobody else has flirted with it before. And Matthews will go with the scoot. Just up over the halfway mark. It's third. They'll come back left, and it will be Lewis. Off in now to Callum Murray. He had a strong run earlier. But it was deeper inside of the Scotland half. Short ball from Lawrence. Off to Palungi. Straight through a hole. And he offloads back onto the inside. Picked up. Play out by the referee. And Matt Ooves just absolutely drives underneath the sticks for another try.
Was that a Falcon?
We're going to have to check the replay here closely. Oh. Ooh. Did it go back off of a Scotland player and then sixth again? Wow.
Odd one there.
Well, that one's definitely going to be put into the replay books. For sure.
Another try for Tonga.
Tonga go up once more, and they're definitely playing out of their skins here. Stromandinoli punts it over the sticks. 22 points to 12. 10 the difference here. Will. Ryan.
Jesus. Again, I guess you could say a bit of luck there for Tonga to get away with that one and get more points on. But Scotland, they look so promising after we first come out from half-time, and now they've just, I think, beyond switched off at this point. Just need to go back to the basics, get to the fifth tackle, put a decent kick in, build pressure, and then look to explore their options.
Oh, Stromandinoli trying to wind up like he's a forward. And he did pretty well too. Got up to the 20. Lockyer now. Not the best to carry. He's driven back to just over the 20-metre line. It's 20 minutes to go till full time. Samuel Lillard back onto the field. They did well with their prop rotations here. They did one experienced on, one off. And here comes Murray now with a beautiful run. Just brought down short of that halfway mark. They're set up to the right-hand side of the field. They'll go at the back, hell yeah, to plays. They'll play it off short to Stromandinoli once again. Trying to get the running game going. And fifth tackle it is now. They're going to send it into the pocket, right-hand side of the park. That's where it is, and it will be the punt here from Anthony Boom. Look at the kick on him. Targeting Hogan. I believe it's James Hogan now, but brought down very well. Beautiful tackle. Just as well as the kick too.
Yep, Scotland could learn a thing or two from him.
Oh. And McDonald there brought down. That was a crazy pass. But they do have to get adventurous here, Scotland. They got to try and find some points. Third now. They're set up to this left-hand side with the block play. They go short underneath there to McKinnon. The offload back to Blair Curtin. Trying to find the middle plays of Scotland lacking. Of Tonga, my apologies. But they weren't. They go back to McKinnon. But Lockyer's there to make a brilliant try. Brilliant tackle. Fifth it is now. They're not going to get many more opportunities, Scotland, so they got to score very shortly. They can't concede another one, though. We can account on that for sure. And Ben Cummins collects it while turned around. And then does the 180 back to the Scotland defensive line. Tonga, they're going to line up down the short side. I don't know what they're doing down here. Stromandinoli called for it. Up over the 30. And plays back in the middle of the park here, wanting to get a run. Here we go. Plays neck and neck with Goodwin. They've got 20 to go. Justin plays. One of the best runs of the evening there for the Tongan fullback. They'll come right, and it will be Matthews. He fends off one, trying to find three, but Goodwin comes up with the try saver. Fourth tackle now. They're going to come down this left-hand side, calling for a Callum Murray. And Murray brought down just a metre short here of the goal line. It's fifth tackle. Matthews sends it out to Hellier on the right. And then it's going to be the bomb cross field. It might hit the upright, though. No, it stays in there. Boom again for two, but it'll be held up this time. They needed to stop them there, and they just did at the end. Well, Ryan, they've got to find some points soon here, Scotland. That's a good run.
Yeah, they just need to go back to basics, punch it up the middle, spread it on the fourth, and put a decent kick on the fifth.
Oh.
We've seen one decent kick probably this whole second half from Scotland, so just need to get a good kick away.
Oh, Goodwin needed a good run there, and he wasn't able to deliver. But a good kick, that's all they need. That's all that Ryan Wilmot asks for of Scotland. One good kick. And Lewis delivers, hallelujah.
Beautiful.
But hang on, Lee Simon, he is pretty dangerous. Goodwin's coming across to cover, but look who's there on the inside. I believe that is Beck Goodwin there with a brilliant tackle. Lonnie Lawrence now up over the halfway mark. Strong carry there from him. Coming back on in that lock position. Hell yeah. Goes short to Kai Foa. Kai Foa just absolutely levels. I believe that was Kane Nilsson there. Now they're spreading it out here to Justin Plays. Trying to put them to the sword. Justin Plays trying to turn Goodwin inside out. Brought down on the 10. It's fourth tackle. Can they find the match winner? Stromandinoli short to Lockyer. Gets absolutely hammered. 77 gain, 12 to go. They go in the pocket, out the back. Stromandinoli, a terrible bomb. It gets taken by Lee Simon, and they'll be brought down just on that 5-metre mark. Oh, and Tonga have got them where they want them. Just 7 metres out of their own line. McKinnon trying to find a good run. He does. A beautiful carry there from Lachlan McKinnon, just short of the halfway mark. They come back right, Scotland. They're going to play it underneath. Short ball to Kane Nelson. And I thought a marker there was offside for Tonga, but he's all cleared by the referee. They come back down the short side, though. Ethan Goodwin. They need to get a strong carry here. They need someone to step up. They're going to come back towards the right. It's Hogan. He finds the backfield. But Drew Matthews is there to save the day with a desperation tackle outside of the 20. That hooker, he stops in, he saves some tries too. Grubber kick from Lewis, but he gets picked up by Kai Foa of all people. Look who's there to stop him in their tracks, Ryan.
The man himself.
Who would have thought Kai Foa stops a certain try. Goodwin was lurking. They're set out deep to the left. Oh, hang on, watch out. They throw a Hail Mary, intercept to Kane Nelson now. Oh, no. Well, they need to try here, and it's now or never. Hogan now calling for the ball. They got to step up here, though. They come back to the right. Short ball from Lewis. Off to Nilsson. It's now or never. They got to get a try here, Scotland. You can't finesse it. Just keep it basic. They go to Ted McDonald. In front of the sticks. They've got options either side. Curtin goes left, short to McKinnon. Trying to catch him off guard. But he'll be brought down in the field of play. Lewis out to the right. Curtin, he might as well just run himself, to be honest. But it's a peach of a pass, and he's going to be held up 5 out.
Great D by Tonga there. Looked almost certain to score.
And Plays is just going to get them out of their own end with a brilliant run. 7 minutes to go. Lillard, an offload to Kai Foa. Up over the 30. They play it underneath to Lonnie Lawrence. And he's doing well to hold on here, Lonnie. Kai Foa now. Offloads back to Daniel Hellyer. Brought down just up on the halfway mark. It's fourth. They might go for a little bit of a play here. Lower goes for the Hail Mary pass to Plays, who breaks one, can't break the second. And this will bring about here, final tackle here for the Tonga side, and they'll be looking for a good kick to the corner. You want to hold them up here, though. That's a terrible kick from Dom. He gets picked up by Jasper Goodwin, and he gets into the backfield, won't get away from Plays. And it's now and ever for Scotland, Ryan.
Yep. Ordinary kick there from Dom. Just when they really needed a deep kick just to enforce, to force Scotland in their own end. But Scotland may get in position to put up an attacking kick here.
It's third. Lewis goes short to Harrison. Playing in the middle, but not having much effect. Scotland go right. It's off to Ted McDonald. They might just be in touch for an attacking kick. We're not too sure. They might take it down the short side here, actually. No, they'll come left. Lewis puts up the bomb, but it's nowhere near deep enough. And that's been the night. Irvine gets it. That's just been the tale of the story all night. The kicks haven't been good enough from Scotland. The kicking game's lost the game here for them, you can confidently say. 4 minutes to go. Oh, and they give away a penalty.
Heads are gone. They've lost their heads.
Their heads have
Beyond
dropped for
rattled
Scotland. Tonga. They've come up with a brilliant victory. Murray now, just up over the halfway mark. Well, a try here will send Tongan fans absolutely berserk. They go right off to Stremandinoli. Can Tonga find one final hurrah? Boom underneath to Cummins. They've got some tackles to work with here too. The halves will link up and spread it. It goes off to hell yeah. On the 20. They'll come back right and they'll play it underneath. Stremandinoli short off here to Samuel Lillard. Well, these Tongan boys might never see the park with each other again. Can they find one final hurrah? Lonnie Lawrence steps up. And that's a diabolical end to the set. Well done, Lonnie. He's just going to hold on to it. McKinnon now trying to find a strong carry, but he hasn't got much left in the tank. Goodwin will send it back down the short side. The long ball out to Hogan. But the chasers, boom, there comes to stop him quickly. They go back to McKinnon now towards the centre of the park. McKinnon, he's looking very tired, the second rower. He gets the Hail Mary pass back to Curtin, but he doesn't have much speed left in those old legs. 25 out now. They work it down the short side. They're going to find the winger here in Beck Goodwin. Brought down. It's only 40 seconds to go. They come back left. Can they find one consolation try? Oh, Nelson gets whacked. Well, it's now or never. Let's see if they can put up a good kick. It's Lewis. It's a pretty decent kick. Here come the chasers. It gets taken by Bobby Lewis. He holds on. Tonga will get one more play. It goes back to plays. That's full time. Tonga hold on. They put together a brilliant performance up against Scotland, and the fans are absolutely loving it. Hell yeah, stepping up in that second half. Plays getting himself involved. Ryan, it was one of the miracle performances from some of those players out there tonight.
Yep, 100%. Some of the players for Tonga, I guess, straight off the bat, notable players would be Lillard, probably the game of his life. Hell yeah, good with the boot tonight as well, apart from that little grabber that was a knock on, but most of that, good kicking. But again, like you said earlier, a loss off the kick of the boot for Scotland. Just was never in it from the word go with the kicks.
They are definitely chancing their hand. Tonga, 45 line breaks, 7 errors compared to 27 and 4 there from Scotland, but it paid dividends at the end of the day. Tonga tries to Matus, Stremandinoli, Anthony Boom, and Dolan McKinnon for Scotland. So we're going to look at individual stats here for the Scotland side. Unfortunately, not being able to get it done here this evening. Lachlan McKinnon just proves why he's a brilliant second rower, and he is an 80-minute one too. 5 line breaks, 267 metres, 1 try to his name. And that try that he scored will be replayed in the history books because it's one of the brilliant second rower tries that you'll ever see. Dustin Richards playing his part. Curtin making his tackles and tried to get them going with his running game in the second half out of trouble, but nobody really wanted to follow. But we just have to talk about the kicking game here from the halves. Carl Lewis and Justin Dolan, Ryan, it just wasn't up to par tonight, and it really just killed their momentum when it came to the end of good sets.
No, I mean, to have 11 kicks for only 283 metres is quite appalling. You know, I think that's where Tonga really strived throughout tonight's game. They had not only a good kicking game, but they had a multitude of kicking options. I think at least 4 times we've seen on last tackle, Scotland kicked for all but 15 metres, which just piled on the pressure. And I think most of the time, Tonga pounced on the opportunity and scored the points. following that
Yeah.
poor kick.
Absolutely. The forwards, none of their forwards in the middle got over 100 metres besides Dustin Richards. You got Brad Goodwin, Bruce Buckley. They're their starting enforcers. They didn't deliver. They got monstered. As we go to look at the victors here this evening, Tonga. And Justin plays, putting together a beautiful second half, which really did bring him back into the contest. 250 running metres, 12 tackles, 10 line breaks. Very well done in yardage work. Domstrom and Ollie, 1 try assist, 1 try, 3 conversions. He did well to involve himself with his short kicking game, but I got to give it here to Sione Mataus. He's a brilliant lock. He's a brilliant lock in general, and I do believe it goes all the way back to Jai McCartney, who put him there originally, and ever since, he's just been performing. He's been outstanding every time he gets the opportunity. We've only really seen him in the international fixtures really thrive, but 2 tries here this evening, 4 line breaks. He's done a brilliant job. 26 tackles as well to his name. Lee Simon making 1 tackle, running for 148 metres, 7 line breaks. It was really a team performance, but I just want to mention Samuel Lillard and Lonnie Lawrence. Those 2 forwards really got down the trenches for them here, Ryan, didn't they? And that really laid the platform for these backs to shine.
But yeah, 100% spot on. Samuel Lillard with some, I guess you could call them game-breaking plays. Some of his line breaks tonight were unreal. Definitely one of the best players, not based on stats, but just pure moments tonight. But I'd just like to go back to Justin plays. 10 line breaks. I believe Tonga had 45 line breaks altogether, or 47. So he's nearly made up 25% of Tonga's line breaks.
Yeah.
So definitely another good performance by the fullback there.
Absolutely. And then you've got Daniel Lee Simon down there on 7 line breaks too. The winger really got through his yardage work. And then the list goes on. Everyone just really did contribute. And everyone but and Bozzy Lewis and Anthony Boom got more than 1 line break. So good on him. They really did help. And then also Max down the very bottom. Yeah, he didn't get one, unfortunately. But he made 7 tackles. So thank you all very much for joining us. Tonga get the victory over Scotland. 22 points to 12 here in this international fixture on SRL TV. Eddie Oliver, as always, who took you along for the ride. Thank you all very much for joining us. Joined by Ryan Wilmot. We'll see you hopefully next time for some more international SRL action.